Welcome back, everybody, to Facetious episode 106, which is season 3, episode 3.
We got seasons?
Yeah, we got seasons, dog. We do every 52 because it's a weekly thing. So I am one of your hosts. I'm Larry, aka Blue Man Rule. I am joined as usual by my main Dammy, Mike, aka Scarfinger, aka Real Talk. What's up, dog?
Good evening, podcast listeners.
Yeah, and I guess the podcast donut goes to Waking Heathen, who was out here before the show actually started. Like he was here in the chat just waiting. So what's up, dog? We appreciate it, man. We appreciate it, dog.
I told him when he said he wanted on the show, and I told he's supposed to be getting his getting a new computer and stuff like that, and
an Xbox during tax time, right? That's what he's talking about on the show.
He's supposed to.
Right.
Right. But yeah, man, I really wanted to get a computer so we could play some Killing Floor on PC.
Right, man. Look, I have it now, and I still haven't downloaded it. I've been going through playing other stuff.
We played yesterday. Me, Chase, and somebody new played yesterday. We had a ball. And like, here's the thing about Killing Floor: when you play on normal and you play a short game, which is only 4 rounds, you get to the boss round pretty easy.
Okay.
Sometimes depending on really depending on the makeup of your team. But Chase does the demolitionist, and by the time you get to that round, you get RPGs, and the RPGs take a lot of help from dudes. So it's like, all right, cool, we can do this. And we kept getting to the boss, and the boss just kept destroying us. And it also didn't help that the gentleman that we were playing with doesn't play very many first-person shooters.
Really?
He was like, "What button do you switch weapons? It's triangle, just like all of." We're playing on PlayStation. It's triangle, just like all of. I kept saying Xbox stuff like, "Yo, change your, change this with the right bumper." Like,
you bogus.
Like that. I mean, because when I think about the controller, I think about Xbox terms, and that's the only problem. Well, the only problem that arises is the X button.
Right.
Because the X button is in 2 different places. But to be honest, because of my internet situation here, and trying to get
what up, Simpson?
Because of my internet situation here, I have not turned my Xbox on really since I've been here.
Okay.
Because I'm just waiting for, really right now I'm waiting for Comcast to get their shit together, and they don't seem to be. They don't seem to be able to get it together. So I'm gonna be waiting for a minute. I already bought a router and all of this other stuff. I mean, a modem router combo thing, and like I'm good. I spent $100 on $100 on that thing. I mean, I went half on it, but I'm ready to go, and they can't get their stuff together. And I'm like, man, what is y'all doing? Because I want to. I started a series of playing RimWorld.
You gonna win this playthrough now?
No, I'm playing this one straight. If they die, they die. Like straight up, if they die, they die. In my he dies. Yeah, in my normal playthrough with all the mods, because I figured I would start off and I would play with no mods, 0. And it is very difficult because some of the mods fix some of the problems with the game, or make stuff easier to do. So I'm playing with no mods. It's a struggle. It's struggle-tastic, dog. Like, it's real. But I'm playing, and I recorded a few videos. I put up one, but I lost track of time. So it's like about an hour. So the other ones are around 30 minutes. So I'm gonna try to keep it somewhere in that range. I had to set a timer, dog.
No, yeah, you got to go to bed. You can't be staying up like that no more.
Yeah, but yeah. So I'm playing RimWorld, and I'm gonna put those RimWorld videos. But once my internet gets straight, I might actually try to stream, because it probably is a lot easier to stream, and not have to worry about making the videos and stuff like that. Oh, did you know that Windows Movie Maker, you can't download it anymore?
Really?
You can't download it. You can't install it. If you already got it installed, you good. You cannot install that. You cannot install Windows Movie Maker anymore.
That's terrible, man. I love it.
And the worst, here's the worst part. When the Vegas was on sale for on the Humble Bundle, I kept waiting. I what do you think was a bottle of OE? No, I don't drink no liquor, dog. I don't drink no malt liquor.
Oh man, Meef is at Disney World. What's up, dog? About to get his fireworks on. You do that, dog. Thanks for dropping in on your vacation.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man. That's excellent, homie. That's what's up, dog.
But yeah, I want to stream because I figured that would be easier. That I could just do a big block of stuff, and then like if I want to later, I can cut it up. But I don't really have to because I'm me, and I'm too lazy to do all that. But but yeah, I'm you know this. I have the time now, so I figured I'd record some videos, and of course I record videos that no one cares about, so I'm not going to get a whole lot of views. But you know what? It's fun, and
that is what it is.
I'll make this work out. I'll make
for sure, man. Well, that's what's up, man. So Mike got RimWorld videos incoming, and like I said, man, yeah, it is easy to just stream and then just download. It really is. It's so much easier to do it that way. Of course, you'd be chewing in if you have any data caps and stuff like that. Simpson said weak mouse. Y'all bogus, man. Y'all leave me for alone, man. He dropped in just to say what's up on his vacation, dog. You know what I mean? So, but no, man. Hey, I don't. So okay, so here's the thing. Before I get into something else that I saw this week, I want to get into, man, what's been like floating. So as a federal employee, it has been more or less to say nerve wracking to witness this stinking government shutdown, because I went home at noon today, right? So that's kind of how that thing works. So
wait, the government is shut down, but you still have to go to work?
Yeah, but you got to go in and prep for the shutdown. Yeah. But,
and they not really gonna pay y'all until all of this stuff is really resolved, right?
Well, we'll still get paid during the 3 weeks of the continuing if the continuing resolution passes, if it passes. So here's the deal, y'all. So it passed the Senate floor today, which is where I think initially they had that. I think it got hung up in the House last time. So it still has to be approved at the House this evening, voted on and approved on the House. And then if that's okay, then it has to be signed by the president into law. Then your boy can return to work. So until that time, I'm sitting at home, not getting paid.
Go ahead and turn that killer floor on, dog.
So that's where I'm at right now, man. And yeah, man, it's frustrating, man. Just sit up here and watch them play politics over with people's jobs and livelihoods and stuff, all because they want to gain leverage in an argument regarding DACA and all these other things. So while that stuff is important, it shouldn't. It's unrelated.
Yeah, I saw an article where this dude got deported, and he's a doctor, and he's been here for 40 years.
Wow. See, that's unnecessary.
And they send him back. Like, what in the world do you have? What in the world do you have in Mexico if you've been here for 40 years?
Right. I don't understand. Like, that used to be people's whole comment to black people, like, go back to Africa. Like, okay, and do what? And do what?
It's
tell me.
It's the who was it? What's his name? The comedian. He played in Foolish.
I don't know. I didn't see Foolish, so I'll continue.
No, it wasn't very good.
Okay. Either I wouldn't blame it on the libs, man. I wouldn't blame it on the liberals, man. There's a lot of blame to go around, dog, because honestly, they shouldn't have to wait this long to get this budget done. And right now, it's just a Band-Aid on the wound. You know what I mean? Yeah. So
Eddie Griffin was talking about this in his old comedy special. And he was just like, why would you tell me to go back to Africa? Like, is anybody in Africa checking for me? Ain't nobody from Africa showed up here looking for me.
Right.
And his thing is, not one boat, not one nigga with a spear showed up looking for me. So why exactly would I go there? Like, why would I leave here to go there? Because, come on, man. Like, look at it.
Like Timo said, man, it's too many egos, and he's right, man. I mean, Timo kind of hit the nail on the head there, man. There are a lot of egos going around, man. It's rough because people sit up here and posture, and they postulate on these political angles. And my thing is this, like why are you sitting here? See, here's the problem, Mike. I'm just gonna go ahead and get into it. One party controls all three brands, right? They control both sides of the
Yeah. So
legislature.
how you shut this down if all of y'all in control?
Right. So you have all of these people out here doing these things, and then on top of that, and then when they really wanted to pass something, they use the nuclear option in order to override the 60 vote majority rule in the Senate to go with a simple majority. They could have done it here, chose not to do it here, which is fine because they got like 81-18 or whatever on the yays and nays. So it passed pretty strong in the Senate. Now the question is, what's going to happen in the House? I don't know, man. I just it's hard for me to talk about it to not get frustrated because being in politics so long.
But
Just
also, here's the thing. Here's the thing. They can shut down the government, and they still get paid.
that's the problem. And like I that was what I was recommended to them earlier. I'm like, look, legislators don't get paid.
Yeah, none of this stuff is hitting their pockets, so they don't have to live the same
What's up,
reality.
Slash?
What's up, Slash? They don't have to live the same reality that y'all got to go through. So like we're in a situation where it's again a situation where the government is not made of normal people, so they don't have to do normal things. They don't have to get normal things passed because they don't live the same life. Like
Man, I literally had the same conversation earlier.
Yeah,
I had the same conversation this week.
Yeah, with all the stuff with healthcare and all that other stuff, man, they ain't got to worry about this. They ain't got to worry about none of this stuff. So they can look down on all the common folk and be like, no, y'all can't have this healthcare be. And they never got to deal with any of this stuff. And that just sucks.
Right. So here's what I'm thinking about, man. So I literally said that same thing earlier. It's like, it's not like student council president or student council representatives, right? Like you're a student, you got to take the same classes as everybody else. You go through the same life as everybody else do. The people normally who go to who live this political life actually have lived the life beforehand, and so they're there representing you, but they really haven't had some of your same struggles, and if so, they hadn't had them in a long time. So how can they really represent your best interest when your best interest might be foreign, or a distant association with them? Like it's really, really difficult. So we'll see how it all shakes out. I just, like I said, man, it's hard for me to talk about this to not get incensed with anger, because working on the state level with politicians for 5.5 years and now coming and involved in this and how this is affecting my federal employment. I mean, I left oil and gas because it was so volatile. You know what I mean? So it's not something I want to be involved in again, and just to see it played around with for political gain is sickening. You know what I mean? Like I'm honestly about to just change my political affiliation to just independent and be done. So that's probably what's about to happen.
Yeah, I think. But see, here's the problem with being independent. Here's the big problem with being independent, because the independent candidates for office, they mostly talk a good game, and you listen to them talking, you're like, why are we not voting for this person? And then they say that one thing that's crazy as hell. Like that one thing that's crazy.
Right. That one thing you'd be like, I don't know about that one. I was riding with you. Points 1 through 4 were legit. 0.5, though. Philip, 0.5.
I was with you, dog, but you let me down. I was with you. I was here. I was here with you. And you let your boy down. So
right.
now I got well, the good thing about being independent is you got a lot of people to choose from, most of which don't have a chance of winning anything.
Right.
But you got a lot of people to choose from.
Well, what's funny? I was talking to my older son about it, and he was saying that George Washington, president, he was saying, the one thing that this country should never ever have, it'd be the worst thing for it, is to actually come down to have two parties. And that's what we have now, because it ends up stifling ideas, right? If you consolidate it down to two parties, and so
And if you
Yeah.
believe in collectivism, you know that they're only arguing to basically meet at the center in the first place where they
Yeah.
all want to be, but they're presenting two sides of an argument just to present it to you. But, shout out to Knox.
Yeah. Shout out to Knox.
Shout out to
Um,
Knox.
yeah. And Simpson said, Blue, come back to these streets and get it how you live. Nah, son.
Yeah.
Nah, son,
Yeah.
I'm good.
Nah, I got kids.
Right. I got too many degrees to go out here and get it how I live.
Oh man, let me tell you, I read this article and it's the craziest thing ever, right?
Right.
So, I know you said you ain't have much to talk about, so I can talk about this. There's a gentleman who says, now I don't know if I 100% believe his story, but the ending of this is crazy. So he said he was at home. His wife said she was going out to dinner with some friends.
Uh-huh.
All right, cool. So he said he was looking for his iPad.
All right.
So he was looking for his iPad. He looked up to find my iPhone app and noticed that his iPad was going to an unfamiliar address.
Really?
So he shows up to the spot because, of course, like I guess my wife has it. She's at an unfamiliar address. She's supposed to be out to dinner with her friends.
Uh-huh.
So he shows up to the address and goes up to the door. The door is unlocked, so he goes in, finds his wife sleeping with her boss.
Wow.
She works for an orthopedic. So he pulls out his phone and records it.
Really?
He pulls out his phone and records it. And he does, like in the moment, like, of course, like, when you're in that moment, like so many things are running through your head. And the guy asked him, was like, get out my house. Do you want to die? And he was like, maybe, like, I don't, like, right now he probably feels like he can die. Like that thing. So it goes to court, and the guy who showed up and recorded everything, he might get 15 years.
Why is that?
For breaking into dude's house, even though the door was unlocked,
and then he couldn't break in because it was open,
and recording,
without consent.
Recording them without consent. Now he might get 15 years.
See, would have been just easy if you just would have solved it with hood rules and hit him in the mouth. Just would have been a lot easier.
And he did not. And he didn't do anything except for record the thing.
Well, he lost in every single aspect you could lose there.
Yeah. He tried to, you in that situation, you try to be a good dude. It was like, yo, I need to record this.
Look, I'm gonna tell you, man, I'm a good guy. Whereas I'll just stop once I knock you out. That's the extent of my goodness in that situation.
When I was in that situation, my adversary was in another state, so I couldn't do anything at the time.
I mean, let's just be real. Like, game recognized game. When that happens, you just got to turn around and let them go. Be like, look here, I don't need you.
Yeah,
I don't need you.
And they had a 5-year-old or something like that. Like,
man, see, man, dirty.
And look, here's the worst part about it. So now you might go away for 15 years. Now this dude is gonna raise your 5-year-old, B.
Right. Know what I'm saying? Like, come on, son. Like, no, man. No. See, number one, she wrong for that. Period.
She wrong.
Wrong for that. You wrong for that. You gotta know.
But no. But let's the doctor claims he has emotional distress. So the prosecutor is saying that he's the victim here.
Man, I tell you what.
Now he's paranoid.
Who's the defense attorney though? Who's the defense attorney for the dude trying to get 50?
The dude got a lawyer. He said he got a lawyer. But yeah, but it's crazy because the doctor is claiming he got emotional distress, and now he's always checking his locks and stuff in his house and making sure his windows and stuff is closed because he don't know if this dude is gonna come back and all this other stuff. Like, he is really playing this up. Like, he is really playing this up. Like,
look, and here's the thing: if the dude
got that sunshine,
absolutely. Well, here's the thing: like, if you were like, there's no need for you to fear that, because at any point in time that would have happened in the spur of the moment. Like, if it was me, Like I would have given you a reason probably to feel that way because I probably would have knocked you out, and then that probably would have been the end of that.
Bro, let me tell you. Now he is a doctor, and he was so anxious to go straight up hammer down. He left his front door open.
Like for real. Like, come on, son. Like people got nets
He's
now
so,
that you can Alexa lock the door. Come
yeah,
on,
for
son.
real. For real. One man was so eager to go hammer down, he left his door open. Who leaves their door open?
Alexa, I
Are
need
you
you to
Canadian?
bogus. Alexa, I need you to turn on. I need you to turn on some music, soul child, and I need you to lock the door. Alexa,
Yeah.
turn on the scented candles. Uh, Alexa,
No,
run the
we
bath water.
yeah, put on the candle warmer and put the red lights on. Put the red lights on. You
Yes.
know what I'm saying, Lexa? You know what I'm saying? And we gonna talk. Me and Lexa gonna talk about this after the fact. Go ahead, put the red light on.
Right.
Put the candle warmer so we got some smell good, and we about to get this in. I'm going hammer down.
Hamburger. Simpson said he should have taken her car down the street, call his boy to trail him home, and when she panics, ask her where she was at. And then he says, her dip has become her stepdaddy. Like it's just like her kid's stepdaddy. Like it's just so bogus though, man. He says, Alexa, play R. Kelly. Nah,
That's
son.
I mean, okay. I know we're not supposed to mess with R. Kelly, but like my playlist got a pretty good amount of R. Kelly on it. Still.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Like I still got a lot of J.E. I still got a lot of Jagged Edge, you know. I still got a little bit of
shout out to Detroit because we talked about curating our playlist. You know
right.
what I'm saying?
I know about that playlist. What?
We talked about this a few weeks ago on Facebook, and I was like, bruh, he was talking about like LSG and stuff like that. I was like, bruh, don't nobody know this. Don't nobody know this. But go and get that Link album. The Link album. Link is the guy who produced My Body.
Oh yeah,
He made his own album, and it is golden, sir. It is golden.
I remember Link, dog. But they know about that.
For that time,
yeah,
bro. Yo, that Link album is golden. If you're trying to go real hammer down, I'm talking jackhammer down. Do that. Go find that Link album. So it is on the streaming services, so you can find that. But one of my party starters is the intro to his album.
Really?
Cool. Yeah. Bro,
my question is,
you can only use that one if she already knows what's up.
Oh yeah, okay.
You can't use it. You can't use that one if
you're trying to fill out the mood. If you're trying to fill out the mood,
you're trying to fill out the mood. You can't use that one. That's when you go to Anytime, Any Place. But
boom, boom, boom.
Look. I ain't used to play this in a little bit, but I might have to. Actually, I'm doing some because Valentine's Day is not a great day for my girl.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna do some pre-Valentine celebrations. I think we might get it popping this weekend. It's gonna be off the chain.
That's cool, man. That's gonna be what's up. So my question is, for old boy who got cheated on, do you think Tank maybe I Deserve was running through his head at the time? Do you think?
I don't know. Well, it all depends. Okay, so it all depends. Maybe I Deserve if they were really having problems. The doctor said that she told him that they were separated and they weren't living together and he wasn't in the picture anymore. Even though they were still living together or whatever. But okay, so maybe I Deserve is if things weren't really going well and it might be a little bit of your fault. Maybe I Deserve is his playlist. But if she really got that sunshine,
ain't no sunshine when she's gone.
He was probably thinking about the loss of When We.
The loss of what?
When We is the new. One of the newer Tank joints, and that's real. And When We is about is about going hammer down. It's like no, it's the one of the parts of the chorus is who's gonna make sweet love? Not me. Who's here to kiss and hug? Not me. But it's real though. That's when we in some real stuff. You should put that on your playlist, but you need to put that in the latter part of the playlist. Like that's one of the ones that you put once you got to allot the time for the foreplay.
Is that okay? So is that pre or post Maxwell in the playlist?
Okay, Maxwell is a mood setter. He's not really like Maxwell music is the beginning of the playlist when you're really trying to set the mood. Might even be for the foreplay area, but it's not for hammer down. You know what I'm saying? Maxwell,
down. Okay.
It's too Maxwell is too soft for hammer down. You know what I'm saying? It's too beautiful for hammer down. It's too beautiful, dog. Like I want no like when it's hammer down time, I don't want beauty.
You don't want pretty wings?
No, ain't no pretty wings when I'm trying to go hammer down. I'm trying to bang this thing out. I ain't like you. There ain't really no good beat there that you can max this thing out to. Like one of the things is rhythm. Like I need some rhythm, like some real rhythm, and I need some real drums.
Okay,
like,
okay.
I need some acoustic drums, not this digital crap.
Okay. Know what I'm saying? Right, I hear you. I got you. Now, Simpson says she is foul, but these ladies aren't loyal. # playing games. And Heathen says she on PS4 or Xbox. Simpson said, got to be PS4 because he didn't even like us dough. And Heathen says Maxwell is 4. I respect your girl.
I'm gonna tell you. Here's another pretty good party starter. And you can use this if you got an inkling that it might be popping.
Okay. Apologies to all the people of fairer skin tones, not necessarily steeped in our culture of music, but go right ahead, sir.
A good party starter is "Naked" by Marcus Houston, and that's a good in between because like you go if you're trying to set the mood and
that's not a little direct. Oh, but you did say it's going down though.
If you got an inkling that it's gonna happen, like your Netflix and chill time has turned into all right, it's the chill part.
Oh, okay. It's turned from Netflix and chill to Netflix and popping.
Yes.
Okay.
Naked is a good party starter. Naked is a good party starter because it's it's about appreciating when she takes off her clothes. And if you think it might be popping and she knows that it might be popping, maybe that's the best hint you can leave.
Maybe. You know what? You might be right. I can't believe we talked around that with music, but they ain't ready.
Don't get her drunk. Don't Aziza Ansari or whatever his name is. Don't just get her drunk so that you can make her do some stuff she don't want to do. Make sure that everybody is aware that this thing might happen before you pull all this out. If you're not sure, a safe place to go. A safe place to go if you're not sure is Boys to Men. Like always, they safe. It's the safest thing that you can do.
I don't know, Boys to Men. No, they're a little sterile though. Don't you think they're a little sterile?
But it's safe. If you're not sure and you want to put on some music to set the mood, don't put on ooh-ah. Don't put on ooh-ah. But like Boys to Men is safe. It is real safe. Like if you're not sure, Boys to Men is real safe. Oh, did he freeze? Okay. And okay, I'm not sure what happened here. No, okay, so let's go to the comments. I'll wait till he gets unfrozen. All right, he said his PC froze. All right, so Detroit said, I always got an inkling that it's going to happen, but I'm not always correct. Yes, that's when you go to the Boys to Men. If you're not correct, go to the Boys to Men, not ooh-ah, if you're not sure. Because ooh-ah is you're definitely sure. He then said he's glad he's not single in 2018. That is a good thing. I'm glad I'm not single in 2018 either because it's hard out here in these streets. And you never know, you mess around with these chickens and you're going to get salmonella. Shout out to Redman. Let's see. Samson Simpson said he's not even Netflixing. Forget the music. I need you stripping through the door. Well, I mean, the music does help in that. If you know what I mean, like you could already have this don't playing when you walk through the door. Like, come on. And Keith said, "Come on, ooh ah works. Ooh ah works, but ooh ah is for when it actually is on and popping. It is not for. It is not for. I'm not sure. It's definitely is definitely not for. I'm not sure. Keith, 12 play is greatness. It is absolute greatness. Unless you last long enough to get to Sadie, and Sadie throws everything out the window. Let's be honest. Sadie throws everything out the window because he makes a song about making love and doing all of this stuff. Did do a song about his mama based off of an Al Green joint. It was an Al Green joint, I think. It's not that doesn't jive well. It's not what's happening in these streets. It's kind of like when you're on TP2 and then you make it to Fiesta, and then you got to make a decision. Like, are you gonna stop and change the song, or are you just gonna go through Fiesta? Like, seriously. These chicks now are talking about it to you before you bring it up. Yeah, I mean, a lot of women are direct. In the early days, my girl was pretty direct about it. So that's a good thing, I guess. He then says, go with the Bee Gees. Nah, bro, I can't go with no Bee Gees on nothing. Like, they ain't really like the playlist that I have is very man singing focused, because a lot of the songs that's on my playlist have men being able to say the things that's easier for them to say than it is for me to say. But I can't go with a whole lot of nut squeezing. That BG stuff is so high and so like falsetto and like way up there. I don't know about the nut squeezing part of that. Like I ain't about like, for real. My man said I ain't getting into the BGs. That is 100% correct. Nah, I can't be. You know something? All right, so let's think about this for a second. If you doing your thing and Staying Alive comes on, Staying Alive has that rhythm that you can kind of work. You can kind of work it out. It's like the Fiesta. It's like the Fiesta thing where you have to make a decision at that point, and you can either go Staying Alive, or you can stop what you're doing and go change the music or whatever like that. But I think Staying Alive can work if it shows up later, like once you're already in there. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Heathen said, for real, we do a lot of chill ambient beats and stuff. Now I don't want no Enya. Like I'm not trying to get into no Enya. Like I need my thoughts to I think part of my playlist and the way my playlist is set up is I need my thoughts to be conveyed in through the music. Like that's what it is. Night Fever, see, like all of that disco stuff can kind of work, but they can't start it off. Or like you use that to start dancing and stuff like that, and then you start getting closer and start grinding on Night Fever, and then then things start happening from there. Then you got to change everything up. Yeah, you really got to do it that way. He's saying now that's a good mix, but when the voices comes in, it gets a little creepy. Yeah, like the really high pitched stuff. Like I can't really do it with the Bee Gees, bro. Like I like the song, I like a couple of the songs, but I can't really roll with the Bee Gees, bro. Like I can't. Like that ain't. There is nothing about a group of dudes squeezing their nuts so hard that they can get their pitch that high that makes me excited to do anything at all. Like for real. Other than Staying Alive, I might want to dance, but I ain't trying to fuck to that. No, sorry, I can't do it. Nope, not at all. What else y'all got? Because I'm stalling until Blue comes back. So the chat, y'all gonna have to help me through this. Because he went away, this conversation about your playlist lasted a lot longer than I expected it to. Not at all, but come on, I need the chat to come through for your boy. What about how hardcore punk? That's all you, player. Like Heathen, like for real. Any new addition? I don't know if there's any new addition that I really want to put